Welcome to ECO Ask Why, a podcast that dives into industrial manufacturing topics and spotlights the heroes that keep America running. I'm your host, Chris Granger, and on this podcast, we do not cover the latest features and benefits on products that come to market. Instead, we focus on advice and insight from the top minds of industry because people and ideas will be how America remains number one in manufacturing in the world. Welcome to ECO Ask Why. I'm your host, Chris Granger. I'm looking forward to spending some time with you, and we are super excited at ECO, okay? So we're celebrating 100 years this year. That's right, 100. We started in 1926. 2026, here we are, and we're going to take some time in the podcast over the next coming months to share with you some areas that are of importance for electrical equipment company. And as we're kind of celebrating this 100 years, this gives us an opportunity to reflect on what has sustained the company for a century. And at the center of that reflection, we wanted to share with you the cultural beliefs that shape how we operate, that shape how we serve, and that shape how we show up each day at an electrical equipment company. And we want to take some time to unpack these beliefs each month. So over the next several months, we're going to do this to show to you what is important to us to better understand that, not just what we do, but why the work we do matters. And we're going to talk about our first one in this episode, and it's achieve results. And for us, the definition of achieve results is simple. I am responsible for our company's results and for aligning my activities to achieve those results. We thought that was the first one to take some opportunity to share with you. And when you think about this at first glance, that statement seems straightforward, right? Set goals, work hard, deliver outcomes. But one thing I've recognized to be true at ECO, achieve results goes deeper than performance metrics or hitting some number on a dashboard. It reflects a mindset, okay? And it starts with personal ownership. And then it extends into how we operate together as a team. And as someone who's been here, let's just say, if ECO's 100 years old, I've covered 25% of it, okay? So that's just looking back, it's been a long time. I can tell you one thing. It starts with ownership. It just does. Because achieving results begins with a simple but often overlooked truth. Responsibility, hey, it's personal. It's personal. Each individual player plays a role in the success of the company, right? So we're not always sitting around waiting for direction or assuming other people will carry the weight. No. Instead, we want to take ownership of our actions, our decisions, and ultimately the outcomes that are produced by that, right? So it's not my job. We don't have that type of mentality. We want to come in and help and serve where we can. This mindset creates a culture where progress is intentional. It's not accidental. And we have to think about how we get aligned before we act. Because before any meaningful work begins at an electrical equipment company, alignment has to be established. And it's easy for organizations to move quickly, but when you have that speed without alignment, that can lead to a lot of wasted effort. We don't want that. And even a small misalignment across a team can slow progress or completely stall it out. Doesn't take a whole lot. So a helpful way to think about this, at least for me, is like rowing a boat. Like if you have a boat and you have these oars out in the water, it doesn't take many of those oars pulling in the wrong direction to disrupt momentum, to actually turn the ship, to get off course. So true progress for ECO happens when everyone understands the objective at hand and we're moving forward together. Right? This is what we're marching towards together. And so many of my fellow coworkers at ECO describe alignment as a starting point for truly meaningful results, right? It starts with, though, asking the right questions, challenging assumptions. We don't want to just assume, we want to challenge assumptions and ensure clarity before we start executing anything. Because when that alignment exists, success becomes achievable. It just does. Without it, outcomes are left more to chance. We want to get ahead of that. And we also have to execute under pressure, because in many areas of the business, achieving results requires precision, extreme precision. So there are environments where attention to detail is just not an option. Like it's needed. It's necessary. We're talking about compliance and documentation or process discipline. These things are critical. And the margin for error is so slim. So in those moments, success often comes down to ability to make timely, accurate decisions when the stakes are most high, right? Because the results are not just driven by effort, but by the quality and consistency of that effort, especially when that pressure hits. So, I mean, again, what does it think about or look like, rather, day to day at ECO when it comes down to achieving results? And when we try to think of it in practical day-to-day terms, for some, it's just about executing work that they have in front of them in the most efficient and consistent way possible, right? Getting a job done well and getting a job done on time. We can do those two things. That's a big deal, right? For others, it's reflecting a deeper commitment to the customer. And I have many, many customer stories just come to mind. It's just such a big deal where success is beyond a transaction, right? And where it's now we're seeing a project through every stage, and we're seeing the joy on our customer's face when a project is successful on their end. There's something really cool about that. And there's a shared understanding that strong results come from stepping back, taking a broader view, right? Because we don't want to just focus just on the immediate needs. No, we want to consider how today's decisions are going to impact future performance. So this is a forward-looking perspective that we keep at ECO, and it helps our customers plan more efficiently and strengthens these long-term partnerships that we have in place. So in many ways, achieving results is less about a single moment and more about a pattern of behavior. Small, intentional actions repeated over time that move the business forward and create better outcomes for those that we serve. That's what it's all about. Because we want to move beyond the transaction, because it's not just about completing a task, checking a box. It's having that broader, more perspective, right? The more process-oriented view, rather than focusing on just an immediate, right now, what's in front of us. Because there's value in understanding how today's decisions are going to impact what happens tomorrow's operations, right? And this perspective just changes us from a right now to more of a long-term value mindset, not just for the business, but for the customers we serve. It reflects a commitment to thinking beyond the moment, considering the full life cycle of a solution. But this consistency matters over time, because results they're never the result of just a single moment. That consistent effort at ECO is something I have seen day in and day out. The team shows up. They make decisions, whether it's planning for future growth or acquisitions or improving efficiency or just doing the next task well. Each action contributes to the overall trajectory of the company. Because here's the thing, consistency may not always be visible in the moment, but over time, man, it becomes such a powerful driver of success. And at its core, achieve results is about ECO and the team having pride in our performance. It's about the individuals aligning their efforts with the broader goals of the organization and recognizing this. no matter what your role, from the CEO to the janitor, everyone's contribution matters. And when we're aligned on that, and the teams are operating with purpose, decisions are being made with clarity, outcomes become more predictable, and that's when it gets fun, right? Because if we're not doing it that way, then we're just dependent on chance and luck and hope, and that's not a winning strategy. So at ECO, achieving results is not left to chance. It's that shared commitment. It requires ownership, alignment, discipline, and a willingness to see beyond the immediate task. And when these elements come together, man, the outcome is more than just success in the moment. It's sustainable growth, stronger partnerships, and a company that continues to move forward with intention. It's really cool. It's something to be a part of ECO for as long as I have. It's been a pleasure. When we put these cultural beliefs out, it was something that was very easy to get behind because they speak so to the core of what I believed as an ECO employee from the beginning, what was instilled in me, what was taught to me over and over and over from the time I was a co-op engineer to full-time employee to running different divisions to all the steps along the way. Get to see this firsthand every day. Again, it's not just a slogan or something we just put on a poster. We walk it out, and we want to celebrate that with you. And if you've been hanging with ECO Ask Why for the last several years, I mean, this podcast has been going for quite a long time now. Just want to take a minute to say thank you. Just say thank you. So the next few months, it's not going to be the traditional podcast, which you've been used to. We're going to just take a little bit of time to share our cultural beliefs with you because we believe that they're just vitally important to us, but also they may be something for you to consider in the business that you find yourself in. And if you see ways that ECO is aligning with these cultural beliefs with you personally, we'd love to hear from you. So just reach out. Because as we're celebrating 100 years, it's a big deal. We don't take it lightly. ECO's come a long way, and we're excited to see where it goes next. So thank you for hanging out today. Hopefully you're achieving your results in your business right now as well. We'd love to connect with you at ecoonline.com. You can also get set up with that online account. If you don't have that set up yet, hey, today's a great day to get that started, okay? Gives you access to everything within your territory, pricing, all your information directly is available at ecoonline.com. So get your profile set up. We have lots of ways you can do that. Actually, in the show notes for this podcast, you'll find a place where you can do that directly as well. So we'd love to connect with you there, okay? We're going to see more and more about the 100 years as we move through 2026. We're so excited. We're beyond blessed. We're thrilled, and we look forward to celebrating that with you guys in the future. All right, well, have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to give us a like or share, that would be awesome. Again, ecoonline.com. Connect with us there. If you want to also go to LinkedIn and follow the Electrical Equipment Company page, we put a lot of information out there on a regular basis, and we'd love to see you at one of our branches. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks for hanging out again, and remember to keep asking why. Thank you for listening to ECO Ask Why. This show is supported ad-free by Electrical Equipment Company. ECO is redefining the expectations of an electrical distributor by placing people and ideas before products. Please subscribe and share with your colleagues and friends. Also, leave comments, feedback, and any new topics that you would like to hear. To learn more or to share your insights, visit ecosky.com. That's EECOASKSWHY.com.